Breaking my balls, game. You're breaking my balls.
Yes, it's quite beautiful here. Unfortunately, bull
How
sharks
much did
can't
you
see
screw me
color.
over? Oh. Okay, so I just have to do that all over again. Oh no, I didn't do that one. Okay. Okay. So let's finish upgrading that. Yeah, look at that. But ready? Yeah. Upgrade. Upgrade. Wait for it. He has the Renegon. Renegon. Yeah, this one I need to upgrade. Upgrade. Just show you what those look like for the timing. Yeah. But we're gonna keep the bow. Oh, I do have all the tails now. That's what the shadow tail first looks like. Upgrade it. Upgrade again. And again. And again. Upgrade. 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 And upgrade. Yeah, look at that. Goosebumps, Castlevania, Decap Attack, Beast Busters, or something like that. Okay. Yeah. So actually, let me just show you. Yeah, so I only have the shadow head, but we already have the shadow teeth, so let me just show what the full shadow and the full electric look like, since I can do that. Oh. And tail. So this is the full on. Yeah. This is the full on shadow. If I do, let's go. I'm gonna go eat some stuff so I can activate the. Because it's pretty cool what he does. Let's see. Here's some stuff. But see, when you dodge with this one, it creates a little poison fart cloud. tail whip does a poison thing. So watch what happens when I activate the special ability. When you lunge. It releases a burst of poison behind you. So this is a good one for stuff's chasing you.
The bull retreats to the grotto for refuge and quiet reflection.
And the teeth don't really change anything, but I'll show you what they look like. There's the bioelectric teeth. Bioelectric head. Bioelectric body. Bioelectric fins. Bioelectric tail. This is the dodge. Already seen him. Shoots out the electric with the tail. A little bit. Oh, those are people. I don't know if you watched the other streams, Maja, but I showed this off already, but I'll do it again. This isn't the dodge, this is like the active ability for when you lunge.
The primitive predator demonstrates how they've survived since the Devonian period.
Sperm morphing. So I think I got everything at tier 5. Everything's at tier 5 here. Going back to the bone body. Bone fins. I can do everything but the bone head. Okay. Yeah, today's been split up 3 times because of blue screen during the first time, came back, and then the other one, the game froze. Gonna stay with the shadow teeth though because Renegon shark. Bone tail. And the one for this one just makes me ram stuff. So when I dash like this, I actually do a barrel roll.
And confused.
Although it's not technically a barrel roll. I know. The proper term is aileron roll. Before I do that, let's do that. You think this... Oh. Ah, thought that could stop me.
Attack too often provokes Port Clovis locals into killing every swimming creature along the coast.
That's true. So nice of them to put some water in the middle of this part for me, right? It's like they were just inviting me. What the hell is that guy doing? Is he inside the pillar? Seriously. He's inside this pillar. I was able to grab him out of the pillar. What the hell? That was beautiful.
I used to skate, yeah. But they don't give you no scholarships for winning no big air rave jam.
You know what? Go ahead and work on the last bounty. I played that game a little bit when I was like 10 or 11. I don't remember a whole lot about it. Like pretty much 40% of most games from the 80s and 90s. We didn't have fancy websites like Game Facts. And we didn't have YouTube to watch Let's Plays. Barely know English now. Just kidding. I'm kidding. Oh, Jesus.
The Maneater's longevity depends on her nimbleness.
Get me. Health back. Whoa.
Sight like
Dude, even with English skills, some of the translations were so terrible, Majin. Getting there. Getting there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What are you gonna say, Majin? Hello? Hello? Hunters? Woman.
racing speedboats carve patterns on the Gulf waters. Even to the most dedicated sailor, bull sharks represent a fearsome and powerful unknown. The battle is over, but the war goes on.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean,
it would be more practical simply to close the beaches. But why do that? You can just set loose a gang of
compared to the
locals with guns.
N64 in modern day, there's just so much that, like, it does not instruct you where to go at all. Like, when I was a kid and I played it blind and didn't know about stuff, like, I didn't know about the blue rating and everything. Holy crap! That I'm gonna have to call bullshit. Better be a joke. That one I wouldn't be able to withstand. Go. Come here, I need you. Back to full.
Wait, is that?
So did I, actually. I was just at the store and I saw it and I was like, what the heck? A Mario RPG game? And actually, funny story, I hadn't heard about Mega Man X yet when it came out. I actually saw Mega Man X2 in the store when I went to get my Super Nintendo because, you know, I got my Super Nintendo because my mom gave it to me as a gift for getting straight A's back in the day. So I had to wait a full semester. I get straight A's for a full semester, so I had to, you know, wait for a while. It had been the Super Nintendo had already been out for quite a while. Like I had friends who had one and whatnot, but you know. Paying attention to my health. It is a lot of fun. There is no doubt. Okay, run away for a minute. It's really weird. Like, I know there's some people who like really love the original series, but hate on X. And then there are people I know who like X better than the original series, so... boat, and I should get the last bounty, maybe. First one is, I think the first one's pretty good. 2 is pretty good. 3 has some interesting quirks, but just, to me, didn't have the same kind of feel. It's still good. The only thing I can say about 4 is that, very cringy voice acting. Yeah, but for the X games, like, I like 2 better than 1 and 1 better than 3.
Never been a priority in Port Clovis.
I like 4 pretty good, but it's, like I said, 4 has very, very cringy voice acting. Oh, this dude shoots missiles at us. Retreat. Tactical retreat. I was gonna say, I thought I saw a Mako. Where is he? None of you are the one I want. This is the one. Yes.
Despite increased aerial surveillance, confidence amongst tourists and locals alike is far from buoyant.
Yes. That is one of my favorite revolutions. Yeah. So the funny thing with Chrono Trigger is, I had a friend who owned it on SNES, and he showed me a little bit of the gameplay, but not much, right? And anyway, so I knew of it, I just didn't know how good of a game it was because I saw him play it for maybe like half an hour or so, and I went off to college and stuff. Oh gosh darn it. So I went off to college, and
given the number of
by
people
the
who frequent the beach,
after I came home after my freshman year,
finds its way.
I had lost touch with him, and so didn't really see him again for a couple years actually, but
Port Clovis has grown
when I went
bored
back
of
for
the
my
hunt,
freshman
leaving
year,
our shark to fight another
my
shark.
roommate had it on emulator. We had like a crap ton of emulators and stuff. So, I got the emulators from him, and then it was on there, so I played it through the emulator. And then one day, at a store we have over here, Fred Meyer's, they had a clearance bin of games, and I ended up getting the PlayStation one with the Final Fantasy 2, America 2, Final Fantasy 4 remake with it, and got that for $12.99 and Xenogears for $10.99 on clearance when the original PlayStation life cycle was coming to an end. So I got pretty lucky because I found one at like a used game shop, but they wanted $40 for it. So when I found it in that clearance bin, I was like, oh, hell yeah.
Due to caviar keys' increased coastal exposure, storms that had a minor impact 3 decades ago caused significant flooding today.
Yeah. I found several games through clock towers that I never... Or not clock towers. Several games through emulators that I had never heard of. Okay. Actually, for this next fight, I know it's a ways away. Actually, it might be faster if I go from this one. I'm gonna take off my sonar since I found all the collectibles there, and there's only one area left that has collectibles, so I'll switch it back on once I get to the final area. But I'm probably gonna save the final area
for the shark
for
discover the miracle of self-love.
One more stream, so I'll probably finish it next time. Ah, gotcha. Oh wait, don't leave here yet, doofus. That's all fine. Oh, no wonder. Okay. Sonar. Yeah. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Get that up to 5. Yeah, so look at that. This is passive. You get your max speed. You get a lot of good stuff with this. And I think there's literally only like 1 or 2 more. Only 1 or 2 more. There might be 2 more. I think there's... No, there's 10. I think there's 10 of these ones, but we're gonna switch to that. Don't really need any of these. Going to switch for now the sonar for this in case I do get low, because I'm probably going to get low on health against this thing. Between the only one I'm missing as far as like the body parts, we are missing the bone shark head, the bone head. We have all the teeth. We have all the body. We have all the fins. We have all the tails. There is no tiger shark for the jaw, head, fins, or tails. Only the body. I'm kind of wondering if some of the DLC might be that they add those to it or something. So that would be kind of cool, but who knows? So I think we're just missing the head, which I think we either get that from this next apex that we're going against, or it's either this next apex or the Gulf apex. One of them gives one of them. But like if I go up here, like look how fast we are now. If I were to put on some of the, I think it's either the shadow or the electric one, gives you extra speed. That's a very good question. Come to think of it, there was like no biker mice from Mars beat 'em ups or anything like that either.
The idea that shorelines belong to the public comes from Roman
that I'm aware of.
Justinian, but only because he wasn't able to consult with the Association of Resort Developers. The white and black attack, the Orca.
Like how has the Free Willy slumped over. Pissed. I know it looks like I'm being kind of a pansy and stuff, but yeah. She gets me with that light and ends up getting to ragdoll me.
Next to
she will do a crap ton of damage.
There is no more feared ocean animal than the Orca.
Kind of playing it safe. Because I know it doesn't seem like much, but that is doing damage to her whenever I do the dodge. She's close enough. Ow! Haha, took your dorsal fin. Oh! Ow! That's a concussion. Jeebus! Not gonna lie, the first time I played this, and Jimmy could back me up. She was watching me playing this. It took me like 12 tries or something like that to beat this guy. Okay, it's coming down to the wire. Gotta be careful still.
Yes. Once the featured attraction at marine mammal parks, now have a new favorite trick, killing things.
First try. So that's the Gulf Cave. Yeah. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get to the Gulf Grotto. Cave the best for last. Haha. Yeah, see, my sonar does not go out very far anymore without the advanced. It's please stay away, Orca. I know I just beat up your apex, but
each year, North American offshore drilling rigs leak about 808. Even for sharks, it's important to create personal time for sober self-reflection.
Let's do... Yeah. Dang. I got a bone beard. Yeah. Actually, just super quick before I end. Which one adds the speed? Lunge speed slash damage. Feed speed. One of them upped your speed. It's the shadow, I think. Oops. Let me... See, this gives a better max speed when it's active. I keep pushing the wrong button. Why? Yeah, so having the full set gives me... Yeah, so...
As the terrain of the Gulf Coast is relatively flat, even a small rise in sea levels could trigger an immense loss of land.
Start it. Follow the cable. Yeah. Look how fast we are now.
As we face impending resource scarcity and declining living standards, it's nice to know that in the meantime there's still a place to get a good bamboo fusion massage.
You disowned him, I hope. Yeah, damn, look how fast we are. What's interesting is you can't outright kill anything with any of your tail whip attacks. I don't blame you.
The ocean is a source of life,
seal.
inspiration, and eternal renewal. But mostly it exists to be exploited and commodified by humans.
Oh.
Coastal
There's our newest enemy.
creates a
Type.
riskier, more complex local environment. Coastal risk analysis reveals that someday, someone here is going to get a sizable check from the National Flood Insurance Program.
Oh, bullshit. We are not facing this guy very
While fears of ecological apocalypse are valid, you should see Execo Petroleum's previous quarter's earnings.
I was trying to frickin'... Okay, so I barely survived that. I was trying to dodge, and I accidentally hit bite. But yeah, we'll just it's like right down here.
Humans have seen less than 5% of our
down
oceans,
into our grotto
which means
and
there's
end it off
still
here.
plenty of treasure out there for everybody.
Because
The shark returns once again to her
we're gonna
safe
do
haven.
poop in his coffee. No, no. I wish I could say that. But we want to keep the brutal muscles hardy. Until we collect everything in the Gulf, we're going to switch back to the sonar. Adrenal gland is like that double-edged sword because you have to be low on health for it to actually kick in. These we're never probably going to need again because I think the last evolution, I think we have enough of every type of nutrient that we would need for it to get it to max. So just because of how much damage I'm going to keep the shadow teeth to replenish health, but just simply for how much damage a lot of the enemies in the Gulf can do if I'm not paying good attention to my health. I need as much defense as possible, especially for the apex.
Currently impacts over 70% of the
Because if I
globe's
remember
sandy
correctly,
beach
so
environments.
our max level is 30. And if I remember correctly, I think the apex of this area is level 50. Oh, the bone? Oh, I forgot to show you. Hold on. Bone teeth. Bone teeth. Look at those chompers. Ah. Ah. Yeah, I think the shark's British. Never been to a dentist in his life. Ah. But, like, I love the detail. Looking inside, you can see the water moving the gills around. Like, that's some really nice attention to detail. Ah. But the reason, like I said, the reason I do this is because you get extra bite damage, but you also get health back. But yeah, the regen is very nice. Ah. Oh! What have I done? What have I done? We're inside the shark. I've actually never done this. We're hitting our heads in the wall. You win. Like look at that. It's like I'm chameleon shark all of a sudden. Freaking. I have become actual literal predator. Never. I have turned into predator. They will never see me. Anyways, on that note, thank you to everybody who showed up and watched. Hope you're having fun watching this as much as... There are times where I got frustrated, but it was my own fault on some of it. But some of it was odd, like the game having a quest marker in a spot where there wasn't actually a quest. Found that out the hard way, and then frustration getting some of the license plates, but I don't know, this is a very fun game. It's just a lot of mindless fun. It's not super hard to pick up and learn. And if you didn't do any of the grinding that I did, you could, like I said, you could probably beat it in about 10 to 12 hours. And even if you don't do the grinding, but by doing like all the quests and everything, you can collect as much stuff as you can while you go, and then go back once you get bigger and stuff. You're gonna get more than enough XP. Yeah, I highly recommend getting it, especially because I've heard a couple of rumors regarding DLC, but nothing obviously confirmed. They are rumors. There is potential, based on some of the dialogue, that the creators, that one of the things they might have been looking into for DLC down the road that would come to everybody. If it'd be more like an update than a DLC for this one, but other DLC would be like other maps and stuff like that. But one of the updates they were talking about was a potential multiplayer option that might either be something like co-op, or one person plays a shark, the other person plays as a hunter or something, or multiple people playing hunters. Like, if they add that feature to it down the road, that would be actually interesting to me, how that would work. Because if I'm not mistaken, I believe the people who worked on this game actually did the game Depth, Sharks vs. Divers, as well. I have to double check on that. But if they did, they were trying to get Depth on the PlayStation 4 a couple years back and it just never came to fruition. And that might be their way of having something like Depth in here. And that would be pretty fun. So there's rumors of new shark types, new evolutions, obviously, new maps, new enemies, a new level cap. The shark actually getting even bigger, like having the true size of the estimated size of a megalodon. You know, this you're 29.5 feet at max size in this, and the quote-unquote consensus accepted, however you want to put it, is 59 feet. So yeah. Oh, what did they announce? Tell me. Tell me. Oh. Rawr. Oh, so... Well, that's kind of silly. If that's all they do, that's kind of disappointing. Yeah. And if that's all it is, that's a little disappointing, but if they do follow through with the any of the rumored DLC, honestly, or updates, the game has some interesting... It may not seem at first that there's really much replayability, but the fact that there's all the different evolutions and trying out different strategies, yeah. So the fact that, like, you can try out different strategies, you can try going with different evolutions and stuff, and the different combinations. The unfortunate thing, I wish they had a new game plus feature, because some of the stuff you can't unlock until you get to teen, adult, elder, whatnot. So that's a, you know, I understand that you'd still have to level up to get to those. But any of them that don't, like, let you start the game with all of the mutations or evolutions that you've unlocked, restart it, and play through the beginning with them, so that you can test out some of the stuff that you otherwise wouldn't have gotten to against certain enemies and stuff, because some of them you get them so late that by the time you get them, you go back and, like, when you go back to fight alligators, like, by the time you get most of the storyline mutations, you know, you wouldn't even need them. Like, I could take off everything I have and just go pwn an alligator, or a mako, or a hammerhead, and even great whites. Like, really the only enemies that would pose a threat to me would be any of the apex predators, the orcas, and the sperm whales. Like, that would pose the only danger to me without any of my mutations. also... Whatever. Yeah, the apex alligator, I just, if you go back and, if you remember if you watched the stream when I went back to the apex, she wasn't much of a threat. So, I mean, like, it'd be interesting if you could do, like, a New Game Plus where you have all the evolutions, but, say they increase the level of the enemies, you know, so they do more damage and they have more health. Yeah, it's just if you do hit and run. If you're smart and you do hit and run, dodge, you can really take out most anything. But I digress. Gotta go start getting ready for dinner for myself and my mom. Not eating quite yet, but I gotta prepare stuff. So, but yeah, again, hope you guys have enjoyed following around so far. Next time we'll very easily finish up the game because got 100% here, 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%. Family. And again, keep in mind, even though it doesn't count on these maps towards 100%, for the 100% completion for the trophy, you do have to open up the gates. There's that one there. That one there. And that one there. So you do have to open those up. I found that out the hard way because first time I played, I got, you know, every single area 100%. And I was like, why is the trophy not popping? So I went back and I opened the gates, and as soon as I opened the last one, boom, trophy popped. So yeah, it's a little bit of, like, you literally do not need them. They are a little bit of a shortcut, but if you played through the way I did, you would have all those areas completed by the time you get access to hit those gates and open them up. And so you wouldn't really have need to use them as a shortcut because there's no reason to go back to any of these areas after you've 100%ed them, you know? Popped. Bop. Sort of bop. Yeah. The Gulf is interesting. It has some pretty funny landmarks that you'll get to see next time. So yeah, seeing as how it took me, it would have been one continuous stream, but I think my playtime between all the streams so far is probably going to be close to 12 or 13 hours. But again, I did a little bit of micro grinding, screwed up trying to get some of the stuff that took me a little while to get some of the license plates and had the blue screen and whatnot, but also there was some idle time on them. So since I completed everything else, like I said, this is the final area. This is all we have left. So we're reaching the end of the road. So next time, we'll finish up. Hope you all have a great rest of your day, night. Swim into the danger zone. Not yet. We'll show that off next time. So yeah, depending on where you're at, have a great rest of your day, evening, afternoon, what have you. Stay safe out there, and I will catch you all next time. Next time, Martin. Next time. And everybody else. Bye.